Welcome to the MSc International Shipping. The purpose of this video is to give you a bit of more information about how our MSc International Shipping looks like, the modules that make it up, and the different topics that you could be studying. I will also talk a bit about the team that is delivering the program and our wider interest in shipping here at the University of Plymouth. But before we move it to that, let's talk about who I am. My name is Dr. Stavros Karaberidis. I'm a lecturer in maritime economics. I'm the program manager of MSc International Logistics and Shipping programs, which means that I help to design, create, and deliver those programs. I've got a wide variety of interests within the domain, and I've studied, supervised, and published various papers across the spectrum of shipping and logistics. My primary research interests are in shipping and port logistics, maritime cybersecurity, employability of millennials in logistics and shipping, indices development, and maritime risk management. Regularly, I'm invited to chair several key European and UK commercial and academic conferences. I've published more than 30 journals and conference papers, secured funding of more than £1 million UK pounds for research projects. I'm a chartered member and chairman for the Devon and Cornwall for Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport, and member of the Ports and Maritime Waterways Sector Forum. Maritime cybersecurity expert for ENISA, European Union Agency for Cybersecurity, and fellow of the Higher Education Academy. If you want to find further information about me, those can be found in the following link. More about me and my team will be provided later in this video. What I want to start with is I want to talk about the shipping industry itself. The fact that you're listening to this presentation suggests that you have either decided or you're thinking to focus on shipping and maritime sector as a future career. And what I want to highlight as an industry, shipping and ports has a significant impact to global and UK economy. That is something that several people keep to ignore, and they are see blind as they keep, as some of the people, key experts are mentioning them, as they keep forgetting that our modern world is heavily based on shipping, as nearly of all the products that we consume on a daily basis, for example, the PC or the laptop you're watching this video, and the office and the chair that the laptop has been placed and you're sitting on top of it, at some point they have been transferred by a vessel and they have been passed through a port. So on a global scale, the impact of shipping and ports is that 90% of trade is carried by international shipping industry. Shipping is the lifeblood of the global economy and globalization as we know it. Without shipping, trade wouldn't exist, as it provides competitive freight costs. Over 50,000 merchant vessels trade internationally, transporting every kind of cargo. The world fleet is registered in over 150 nations and manned by over 1 million seafarers of virtually every nationality. Ships are technically sophisticated nowadays. They're high-value assets. Large, high-tech vessels can cost over $20 million to be built. And the operation of merchant ships generates an estimated annual income of over $500 billion in freight rates. So managing all that, as you can imagine, is a huge task that can bring a lot of savings. For the UK, the impacts of shipping and ports is, according to Maritime UK, is a sector that brings responsibility for enabling imports and exports to our island nation, and has been clear that our key workers can keep the country supplied with food, energy, and medical supplies during coronavirus pandemic. And that's something that's not only applied in the UK, but all over the globe, as a lot of food and medical supplies had arrived with vessels. The maritime sector contributes 46.1 billion in GVA and supports 1.1 million jobs in the UK, which worth approximately 500 billion per year. Serving the rest of the British economy by enabling 95% of all UK trades, maritime workers are key essential staff for the country. And the UK is the world-leading maritime nation, thus anyone involved with the sector who is desperately looking for young professionals could be benefited. And why I'm saying that? Because we have seen over the years that there is a need for skilled workforce. The shipping industry has a huge skill shortage currently. Thus, if you're thinking to study our MSc, you will be on a great position, as several businesses are in touch with us as they're looking for potential applicants. Why we need skill force, of course, in the shipping and the port sector? Because the maritime workforce is 42% more productive than the average UK worker. And government and industry must stay committed to ensuring that the maritime sector is able to develop, attract, and retain the talent needed to drive it forward. According to Lloyd's Maritime Academy, which has carried a global research, revealed that over 67% of people surveyed believe that there is a skills gap in the sector, and there is a gap in the market of nearly 20%. But why the shipping industry is in touch with us, or in other words, why you should select Plymouth to study? Because we're providing a really international MSc, more than 20 nationalities studying with us at the same time. And that is common in the shipping world, so you will get a good introduction of how it looks like to work on a truly global industry. Join a program that combines over 41 years of international industry experience, has high reputation in shipping sector, and that has been recognized by the Maritime 2050 government strategy report, with a strong focus on commercial aspects of shipping, logistics, and ports. Build industry connections through the visiting speakers programs, which I'm going to provide more information, and start out to employers with a qualification accredited by the Chartered Industry Logistics Transport and recognized by the Institute of Chartered Shipbrokers and the Nautical Institute. The MSc is ranked in the top 50 of the global maritime management degrees. Part of the heritage is PINDA, which is an alumni association of Plymouth nautical degree graduates. Those graduates, you are going to join them automatically when you're going to graduate from your MSc, and it's a great network that is developing various business contacts, and our students have been benefiting over the years. You will become, at the end of the day, a business-ready graduate. As you will see from our website, we're having a lot of company-based projects, company visits. We offer conference attendance to some of the students. Industry speakers are coming and speak to our students, and lecturers are having real industry input. So you're really going to understand the real needs of the industry. Some of those successful stories that they have studied in our MSc in the past, they're not only mentioning that we're offering a great MSc, but we are also mentioning the fact that Plymouth is based in an amazing location. And as you can see from what's in Nicholas Engler, who is working for the Institute of Chartered Shipbrokers at the moment, mentioned, I love Plymouth and consider it my second home. You have a vibrant and modern city, a great university offering usable degrees, and a good campus. Plus, you're no more than 15 minutes from beautiful moorland in Dartmouth or stunning beaches such as Witness Bay. It's a great place to study. So if you want to find more about our previous graduates, you can hit the link that is in my screen at the moment. Plymouth, just to give you a bit more background, combines a modern city with a lot of maritime history and heritage. And as you will see from the slides, even St. Francis Drake finished his game of balls before defeating the Spanish Armada. Plymouth is the perfect place to explore some of the must-see attractions of the Southwest. You can explore Devon and Cornwall easily from Plymouth. But of course, some of the photos are worth 1,000 words, and that's why I'm just demonstrating some of the waterfronts of Plymouth. Of course, if you want to see more photos of Plymouth, you can go to our website. Back again to our program. We have several aims and objectives which have developed and constantly reviewed by the industry over the years of engagement. We are continuing process of adapting and modifying our aims and objectives in order to ensure that this matches what the industry and learners needs today and tomorrow. I'm going to read only some of the key points from the aims and objectives, but you can read them at your own time because they're placed on our website and you can see more information on our website. We're trying to develop a systematic understanding of the various fields that the students are trying to learn. And that is what we're trying to do with our students. We're trying to prepare them for a complex international business, as shipping is. And of course, we're trying to develop a critical understanding of the specialist area of the shipping, which is going to be based on theoretical developments and methods. That is developing skills that are required and prepare the students for with the skills that they're really required and creatively apply knowledge in unfamiliar contexts, because shipping is familiar with unfamiliarity. And that can take place by creating a critical analysis, synthesize information that gathered from disparate sources in a logical way. You will need to deal with that in the near future if you're going to be involved in the shipping industry. And that's why we're trying to develop and equip you with that, if I'm allowed to say. To critically discuss a range of solutions and also incorporate ethical and sustainable dimensions in our studies. That's why our program modules for the 3 semesters that you're going to study have the following formats. As you will find out, the modules you're going to attend in the first semester are common with the MSc's International Procurement, Supply Chain Management, International Logistics and Supply Chain Management courses, because we want you to understand in the beginning how the overall transportation and movement sector works, and then we are going to get more specialized on shipping. So the first semester modules, which are all core, is the research skill and economics and international supply chains, which you're going to understand how to develop and how to write that kind of critical elements, and how you can analyze some of the reports that you're going to read. MAR 702 is going to help you to get a bit understanding about maritime finance and business modeling. And MAR 703 is going to give you an understanding of international trades, how it works, how procurement works, how logistics, and how all is integrated with shipping. In semester 2, you're going to have only one core module, which is MAR 704, which is the logistics supply chain systems and methods, which is going to provide you a bit more systematical tools and quantitative tools in order to deal with how the logistics and supply chain and shipping works. And then you're going to have 3 optionals that you have to select only 2 out of. MAR 705 is the shipping finance management and law, which is going to give you information about shipping finance, how that has been managed, and the law elements as well. MAR 706 is going to give you information about the port policy and management, how you will manage ports, what's the implication of managing various ports. And MAR 711 is going to give you information about maritime security. Third semester is your dissertation, which is core again, and that's going to be conducted during your summer period. Our expert staff are research-oriented, and their teaching is research-oriented, and that's why the programs will be delivered by the team of international staff with strong expertise in the respective areas. The programs offer students the opportunity to draw up on a unique blend of academic excellence and industry liaison experience. The International Shipping and Logistics Group undertakes substantial but focused research in the areas of international shipping, international logistics, international procurement, and international supply chain management. All our programs are supported by research-informed teaching methods. Specialist funding has been made available in recent years to offer students the opportunity to participate in field trips in the City of London, trade exhibitions, extensive lecture programs being organized by visiting speakers and student workshops. And as I'm talking about visiting speakers, that's my next slide, which is, as you can see, our postgraduate programs are supported by visiting speakers from relevant industries who provide specialist, current, and often confidential information. This provides network opportunity, which is great and hugely needed in order to seek any kind of internships, consultancy, and work on a firm or based or firm-sponsored research projects. And I have demonstrated a couple of the photos. Unfortunately, I need a lot of slides in order to demonstrate those. But if you want to find more information, you can go to our website. Field visits. The program offers the opportunity to the students to undertake regular visits to businesses, industrial conferences, and exhibitions of industry students. Those visits bolster the students' understanding of academic concepts and their application. And as we're talking about application and industry, as I've mentioned before, we have got an accreditation from the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport, the Nautical Institute, and the Institute of Chartered Sea Brokers. Our students have the opportunity to attend commercial conference and engage with professionals in order to get deep understanding of how the industry works, and more information can be found on our website. And our staff play key roles to various commercial academic conferences, as you can see from the photos and as you can see from further information in our website. And those conferences are not taking place only in the UK, they have taking place in the European level and a global level, with us participating in conferences in various places in Europe and into Asia and Africa. Our staff is very friendly. They're using interactive approaches in order to deliver knowledge by making teaching and learning an amazing experience. And that's why we managed to achieve a lot of awards for our teaching. And you can see a recent photo of myself and one of the shortlisted graduates from Maritime UK competition that has managed to score really high, George Kolianis, back in September last year. If you want to find more information, please get in touch with us through the admission inquiries or drop me a line, not only to myself, but to any of my colleagues. If you go to our website, you can see who is who, and you can get more information by clicking to them. And I've just provided a small collage of the photos that you can find online. You can also find more information about entry requirements, fees, cost and funding, how to apply. And as I said, if you really want to get in touch, please don't be shy, drop us a line. More information about the MSc you can find on our website. We have all the information over there, and we're looking forward to seeing you in Plymouth quite soon. Thank you very much for your attention.